Hi everyone, Just Ride Snowboard channel. I'm Lars Horstman and I want to talk about waxing for cold snow conditions. My local hill, Fernie Alpine Resort, is going to get hit with the mighty polar vortex here in the next days. And supposedly on Friday during the night we're going to face temperatures that go down to minus 43 degrees Celsius. The day temperatures are in the lower 20s, and that means if the hill is not shut, I might actually still go riding for like an hour in the morning, and therefore I'm trying to get my board waxed with the right stuff. Now, what happens, you've all experienced this, really cold conditions, you get off the lift and you just hear the snow making those squeaky noises and you're basically almost stuck, you don't really get going, and something seems wrong. And most people then conclude, well, I just need a wax. And that is only semi-true. So what happens in those conditions is that the friction your board puts down when you're not already on a pitch and gravity helps is not enough to melt the snow under your base. So normally when the conditions are more moderate, you're always melting a little bit of snow under your base into a micro water film, and that water film is what you're gliding on. And when it's minus 20,000 like the next days, then you're not going to melt anything, at least not in the flats or getting off chairlifts or whatever. So also those snow crystals, when it's this cold, are super abrasive. They're really sharp. And the cure for this kind of scenario is, first of all, and that's the cure for all evil on snow, buy a snowboard with a really good base. Get a really high density sintered base, a hard base that absorbs a lot of wax, and then treat it well. Wax the heck out of your board. Wax, wax and wax, and wax a bit more. A well-saturated, high-quality, dense, firm base will treat you better than a base that is not well maintained and is kind of crappy, but has the right temperature wax for that particular day on it. And what does that even mean, the right wax? So waxes for those cold temperatures, they are simply really, really hard. They are much better at resisting the abrasiveness that those snow crystals are giving you. So the stuff that I'm using here is Nanox wax, this stuff here, and the extra hard training wax is particularly good for these conditions because, as it states there, it's extra hard. All Nanox wax is actually pretty hard, and it is non-temperature specific wax. You have to actually scrape it when it's still lukewarm, otherwise it's not very fun to actually get it off the base. So yeah, that's basically that. I just wanted to point out that there's some physics in action and that it's not simply a matter of, oh yeah, I gotta just give my board a bit of a wax. Some waxes that state that they are cold wax won't even make much of a difference when it really gets cold like the next few days. So anyhow, buy a board with a high quality base, treat it well, or get it treated by people like myself, and then hopefully you got a nice warm jacket and you got some toe warmers or something in your boot, and you can still get out there and enjoy some nice and firm, grippy corduroy. All right, take care everyone. Peace. See you out there. Bye-bye. And this is how it looks when it's done. Nice and shiny, polished, and to the touch, this base feels pretty soft, pretty greasy. And that is my Stranda Shorty after over a season of riding. Very minor damage, if any, and possibly one of the fastest bases out there. Good times.